Ever since chapter 1 of Boruto 2 Blue Vortex started, one thing that has been heavily discussed is exactly how powerful is Boruto since coming back from the time skip. We see him appear out of nowhere, stepping on Code's face and talking trash to him, and Code is supposed to be stronger than Jigen, and it would seem that Boruto is just playing with him. We get to chapter 3 and Boruto is just straight up embarrassing Code while holding back in base, and Code is in karma. Code, who is someone with power greater than Jigen but weaker than Ishiki, and with Boruto being able to bully him now, the real question became, can he beat Baryon Mode Naruto? And that's what I'm going to be talking about in today's video. Before we get into the video, I just wanted to take a second and ask everybody watching to like the video, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed. First, I want to talk about Baryon Mode Naruto and how strong he is, but the best way to do that is to take a look at his only opponent in Ishiki and try to make sense of it from there. Ishiki first appears in chapter 47 after Jigen was killed by Kashin Koji in chapter 46. Ishiki starts to shrink everything in his sight with Sukuna Hikuna, even all of Kashin Koji's attacks. He states that his whole body is brimming with power, but it's because of that power that his body will be destroyed soon, and he says he only has about 2 or 3 days to live. Ishiki and Koji continue to fight, with Koji using a lot of fire style to attack Ishiki, but it's pointless due to Sukuna Hikuna, and all of Koji's attacks get shrunk and they have no effect. Kashin Koji continues to use more flames before using a massive Rasengan and thinking he caught Ishiki, telling him to either burn or get ripped apart. However, Ishiki opens his eye and smashes Koji's arm with the stone column that he shrunk earlier. He says to Koji that this ability is called Daikoku 10, and he explains that the jutsu allows him to store what he's already shrunk in a dimension where time doesn't flow. Fast forward, Ishiki shows up to the leaf looking for Kawaki, but Naruto, Sasuke, and Boruto are able to get him out of the village so that he can't harm it. Ishiki dashes towards Naruto, Sasuke, and Boruto and blitzes base form Naruto, taking Boruto into the sky, but Sasuke uses Amino Tejikara to switch places with Boruto and uses a Chidori that Ishiki catches with his arm and kicks Sasuke to the ground. Naruto goes full power and proceeds to rush at Ishiki with Rasengans, but Ishiki just shrinks it all and seems to effortlessly hold off Naruto while Naruto can't get a hit on Ishiki. After this, Ishiki proceeds to no-diff them both, starting with Sasuke, and would have outright killed him if not for Boruto. Ishiki proceeds to kick Sasuke and ride his face like a surfboard. Wait, I did not mean to put it like that. Cut that out. Before using Daikoku 10 to summon black cubes in order to crush Sasuke. Boruto tries to fight back, but Boruto's no match at all, and Ishiki just breaks his arm and isn't worried about Boruto at all. Naruto comes in to save his son and kicks an off-guard Ishiki in the face, but Ishiki just gets pushed back a little and isn't faced by the attack. We then see Kurama ask Naruto if he's ready, and Naruto responds saying yeah, and that he's been prepared ever since the day he became Hokage, and with that, transforms into Baryon mode to everybody's surprise. We see a conversation that Kurama and Naruto had before Naruto showed up, and they're talking about what this new power is and how it's different from Kurama mode or Sage's 6 Paths mode, and Kurama says that it's very different even from the very root of it. He says the other modes involve taking chakra from elsewhere and using it, but this power is created by consuming both Naruto and Kurama's chakra until it completely runs out. He continues to tell Naruto that the best way to use this power is to not make any unnecessary movements and to get rid of any unnecessary thoughts, sort of similar to something like Ultra Instinct from Dragon Ball Super. Ishiki rushes Naruto, but Naruto is easily able to react now. Ishiki continues to swing at Naruto, but to no avail as Naruto just dodges everything and counterattacks precisely. Naruto can even catch the cubes that earlier he was forced to dodge, and we see that this power, like Kurama said, is definitely a different beast than anything like Naruto's other forms before. Naruto is even able to catch Ishiki's black rods that Sasuke says he's barely able to react to with his Sharingan. However, though Naruto's power is great, much like Ishiki, it's because of this power that his body starts to fail him, and Naruto can't keep up Baryon mode for much longer. Ishiki starts to get confident, but starts to cough up blood and takes a knee from being in pain, and is even a little bit confused because he feels as if he didn't take any lethal damage. We then cut to more of Kurama and Naruto's conversation, and Kurama says that the power is immense and should definitely exceed his, but they still won't be able to win since the drawbacks are too great. Naruto asks Kurama if he's kidding, but Kurama tells him to relax and that them not winning would normally be the case, but due to Ishiki's already shortened lifespan and how Baryon mode works, their circumstances are different, and that's exactly why Kurama chose his method. Kurama continues to tell Naruto that the downside of the power shortening their lifespan is key because all chakra is connected, and that the same power that's shaving off their life is also shaving off Ishiki's life once it makes contact with him. We cut back to the fight, and Ishiki says that his lifespan is drastically shrinking. He says he should have had at least 20 hours if he was conservative, but and now he's at less than 30 minutes of his lifespan left. Kurama tells Naruto that he shouldn't think about taking Ishiki down and instead to focus on getting his attacks in, and compares it to a boxer aiming to win by decision, and tells Naruto to shave off the rest of his life before their life runs out. We cut back to the fight, and Ishiki says that the force of Naruto's punches aren't the problem and that his issue is getting hit by them in general. However, due to this form's extremely bad stamina issues, Ishiki is able to choke Naruto, and at this point Naruto is too drained to fight back and can't keep up Baryon mode anymore. In short, Naruto in Baryon mode is stronger than Ishiki, however his stamina problems are too great even to take out Ishiki, who's also on a time limit, while making that time limit shorter and shorter. Now for Boruto, things are a little more complicated because whereas Naruto directly scales to Ishiki, who based on statements should be the strongest villain the verse has encountered so far, Boruto is still a mystery in that we haven't seen his full power and we haven't seen him fight an opponent on the level of Ishiki yet. Obviously not counting the new Shinju we were just introduced to in chapter 4 of 2 Blue Vortex, since we haven't seen enough from them or have any statements that would place them above Ishiki. The best we have from them is being relative to base Boruto, since we see Jug is able to push him back into a wall and tussle with Boruto a little before Boruto starts using jutsu and the Sasuke Shinju clashing with Boruto and cancelling each other out. When we first see Boruto appear after the time skip, he shows up stepping on Cold's face and essentially tells him why he doesn't get females right before easily dodging Cold's attack. On a side note, this was so disrespectful, like can we just get a Cold W please? Please. Boruto informs Cold to destroy all of his claw grimes and take him to where Ten Tails is, or else he will just have to kill him. Boruto even warns Cold that it's easy to kill him, so he should just do one good thing for the world instead of dying in vain. However, Cold refuses, thinking that Boruto has to be bluffing, and this makes Boruto use his new jutsu, Rasengan Uzuhiko. Once Boruto activates his jutsu, Cold goes for an attack using his claw marks to appear behind Boruto, but Boruto is able to react and counterattack, which Cold is also able to react to. Cold activates Karma, but Boruto isn't worried and tells Cold that he told him that killing him would be easy and that he's already halfway there. After this, Boruto proceeds to just embarrass Cold. It seems as if Cold is going through Boruto as he attacks, and he can't seem to get why he can't hit Boruto. We then see Boruto appear behind Cold, put his hand on his stomach and says again, Rasengan Uzuhiko, to which swirls start to surround Boruto's body and Cold starts screaming in pain. Afterwards, we learn that Uzuhiko is a jutsu that uses the Earth's rotation, and according to Damon, the jutsu was making the planet tremble. We see Cold's POV and he's seeing swirls and is losing his balance while still being in pain. We then learn from Boruto that Uzuhiko uses the planet's rotation and that the power coursing through Cold right now will never dissipate, just like how a planet never stops spinning. He continues saying that the damage will continue semi-permanently, because Cold's life will run out before the planet stops spinning. However, he can resign Uzuhiko if he chooses to. Keep in mind that Cold is someone who is stronger than Jigen, and Jigen is someone who is stronger than Naruto and Sasuke together and beat them pretty badly while playing around with them. And Boruto is essentially no different a foe above what Naruto and Sasuke had to deal with already. This doesn't mean everything of course though, since Ishiki is stated to be on a whole different level of power than Jigen was, so it's not like Boruto just being above Cold is making him that strong, but I'll get to that, don't worry. However, before we get into that, I think it's important to talk about how Uzuhiko would be effective in a fight against Baryon mode Naruto. Uzuhiko definitely seems to be a broken defensive and offensive jutsu. We know that Boruto doesn't even have to hit somebody with the jutsu for it to start taking effect, seeing as how Cold only grabbed Boruto's arm and Boruto told him that his jutsu's already halfway finished. Once the jutsu starts to take effect, it seems to throw off the opponent's balance and make it hard for them to perceive what's actually happening. At least that's what I'm getting from it anyway. Once Boruto hits the jutsu, it's basically GG for his opponent. Cold, when hit by this, can't keep his balance, is seeing swirls making him dizzy, and is in pain while slowly dying at Boruto's mercy. This will obviously be one of, if not the most helpful against Naruto, especially since Naruto in Baryon mode shaves off life with every hit that connects. As far as who's stronger, the safe option would obviously be Naruto. He straight up fought and scales above a stronger opponent than Cold and Ishiki, and while Boruto seemed to have no trouble against Cold at all, even in base, I wouldn't blame you if you find it hard to scale Boruto above Naruto just based off that alone, especially since we haven't seen Boruto use Karma since the time skip, so it's especially hard to gauge Boruto's full power here. However, while Naruto could potentially be stronger than Boruto, this video is about who would win in a fight between the two, and this is where it gets a little complicated. On one hand, Naruto is above Ishiki, who is way above Jigen, even stated to be a whole nother level of power than Jigen. With the best you get, Cold is just somewhere above Jigen but below Ishiki, Ishiki, which was stated by Shikamaru with nothing to really go against that idea. Also, due to the effects of Baryon mode, Naruto is also able to shave off life with his attacks. However, on the other side, Boruto fights and no-diffs Code, similar to how Ishiki no-diff Naruto and Sasuke, except Code is way stronger than Naruto and Sasuke, since he's stronger than Jigen, and Jigen was strong enough to toy with Naruto and Sasuke and still win. Baryon mode's life-shaving punches won't really matter to Boruto either, since Boruto isn't in a dying body like Ishiki was, and even then, Naruto still lost to Ishiki because of his horrible stamina issues in that form. Along with Boruto having Uzuhiko, a jutsu that doesn't have to hit in order to start its effects, while also killing you from the inside and being too dizzy and confused to get up and fight back. This is all a base Boruto, by the way, and we know Karma gives Boruto a huge boost, so a hypothetical full power Boruto using Karma might not be too far from the likes of Baryon mode Naruto and Ishiki, and might even eclipse them. To put it simply, if you think Boruto is at least relative to Naruto in Baryon mode or Ishiki, then Boruto would ultimately win. Even if he's not able to hit Uzuhiko, he should be able to just outlive Naruto, and like I said, the life-shaving punches won't matter too much since it didn't get Naruto the win against Ishiki, who was already dying on a time limit prior to Naruto's punches. However, if you think Naruto is just so much more powerful than Boruto, and we haven't seen enough to put Boruto on that level of power yet, and somehow Naruto's able to get past Uzuhiko, then Naruto would win. But I'll leave that up to you guys to decide for yourself in the comments based on the information I gave and some different ways you can interpret this fight. If you're asking for my opinion and how I think this fight would turn out, I would say Boruto slams.